do you? How do? Beautiful lords and ladies of the nerdom. This is This Week in Gaming for January 24th. Why do I feel like that's wrong? Is it 20? Technically, the 25th is when it comes out. So, welcome to This Week in Gaming for January 25th. Manny Roman with me as always. Man, what's going on?
Hey man, I don't know why, but I decided to play a lot of chess this week. So that's something new.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Hey, expanding the mind, you know.
Yeah,
I appreciate
exactly.
that.
It's been fun. It's tough though. It is generally really tough.
Oh yeah. And of course we have the guy that used to be a Pokemon master. Now he's just kind of Adam. Adam.
I had never seen him get so sad.
Where's the pack openings, bro? Where's the pack openings?
Listen, man. When you hit a certain point into your addiction, you tend to run out of money. But then you keep going into it. And then you hit the point where I'm at. And that's called debt. I might owe a few people some money.
I'm currently in hiding.
Might have a few loans out.
Yeah,
but like
with, what's coming out in like 3 weeks. It'll be 4 weeks.
So I'm just trying to live my life. I've had some bigger purchases come up recently, and
there were other Pokemon cards
no
that are coming out in the future.
No, I wish something else, but that's fine.
Legal problems.
Yeah.
Baby mamas and such.
Yeah, I got like 20 of those.
Just casually. Yeah, I got 20 of them.
Is that not normal? I thought that was normal. My bad.
Well, that's not even close to Brandon, but that's okay. Well, that's topic for a different show. Anyways, welcome to This Week in Gaming, where we talk about the latest news you need to know around the gaming industry. Before we get into the news, the housekeeping for the week, we got a couple of extra things for you this week. Normally we're just like, hey, Spreadshirt and Twitch. But we got more for you. But in terms of Spreadshirt, remember, free shipping starting Thursday, the 27th through the 30th. Free shipping on all orders. Twitch follower giveaways. 100 follower giveaway on twitch.tv/TNCPenguin, and then 250 follower giveaway on twitch.tv/TheNerdChambers. Free things like a Yu-Gi-Oh booster box or like a $100 PSN gift card. But more importantly, free things.
Or a hug from me. Consensual.
Wait a minute though.
Baby mama number 21.
Show's starting off weird. Really weird today.
Things have taken a dark turn. I'm sorry. I took it down this road.
Yeah, you did. This is what you get for not calling me a Pokemon Master anymore.
He's trying to fill the void. He's trying to find his new thing.
Who wants to be my next new and greatest thing?
Jesus. It's gonna be, instead of that show with the mom with all the kids, where it's like 18 and counting, it's gonna be 20 and counting with Adam Kovac. Oh man. Okay, so outside of the normal two things we got for you, Twitter giveaway, we've been teasing it. It's going to be coming this Friday, the 29th, I think that is. I'm going to say it's the 29th because I'm pretty sure it's the 29th. So follow us at the Nerd Chambers on Twitter. We are going to be announcing the giveaway, what's being given away, and all you the one or two things you have to do, which is probably just follow us and retweet the tweet. To be entered into the giveaway, we'll do the drawing Friday night. So yeah, giving you guys a head start. Follow us on Twitter at the Nerd Chambers. Giveaway Friday. Be ready for it. Last thing, and this is something I've been kind of slowly formulating the last couple days, is we're trying to. I have an idea of trying to do our own league for TFT, because most of us play TFT at the Nerd Chambers, and we all really enjoy it, except maybe Adam. But
as Brandon pointed out yesterday, and he's so right, I hate the game at the start because I always pick a team that's trash to begin with, but then does decent or good, like mid to like late, and then I start having fun.
Because losing isn't fun.
It's not fun, especially when people like Brandon are like, one hit Darius.
That's like all I'm running right now, just massive Pepe.
And yet,
Darius.
and yet he still can't get first place. You hate to see it.
Not true. Got first place yesterday, actually. Felt so
Nice.
good. I did make Zed my secondary carry instead of Olaf, and that's what really did it.
Oh, dude, I have 2 wins so far this season. One of them was from 8 duelist, 3 slayer with a Zed duelist.
Oh,
Sicko
nice.
mode.
Yeah.
Sicko
That's
mode,
pretty sweet.
honestly. So we're trying to gauge interest in a TFT League. It's something I think would be really fun and, bring everybody together. It's going to be something like it's going to be like a weekly thing. We'll play 1 night a week. I'm hoping to get at least 16 players. We should get there at bare minimum at this point, just based on the interest I've been gauging on our Discord and Twitter and stuff. But I'll have more details on that probably next week once I get a better number of the people that we're going to have for it. But yeah, ideally we'd get 16 people, so we have 2 different games. We have 2 games each week. There will be prizes involved, things like that. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, I would say follow us on Twitter, or if you follow us on Twitch, there's a link to our Discord below the video player. So you can go to our Discord, and there's a message in the announcements tab on our Discord as well. That same thing. It literally just says react to this, so I know you're interested in it. Or tweet at us. Whatever works. Find us somewhere and let us know you're interested, so we can make sure we get everybody that's interested involved in that. Now, it's time to get into what's been going on this week in gaming. We kick off the week with quite the roller coaster of a story. It was announced initially that Xbox was going to raise the price of Xbox Live Gold to $59.99 for 6 months from the $59.99 for a year that it was, as well as raise the prices of the monthly subscription and 3-month subscriptions. This news, not surprisingly, made a lot of people upset and was not received very well. So, and it got to the point that Xbox literally had to make an update to the post that they made about this on Xbox Wire, their blog for Xbox, and address the changes. So I have the update that they had to make to the post, and this was literally 12 hours or so after they made the initial announcement saying they're going to raise the prices. They said, "We messed up today, and you're right to let us know. Connecting and playing with friends is a vital part of gaming, and we failed to meet the expectations of players who count on it every day. As a result, we've decided not to change Xbox Live Gold pricing. We're turning this moment into an opportunity to bring Xbox Live more in line with how we see the player at the center of their experience. For free-to-play games, you will no longer need Xbox Live Gold membership to play those games on Xbox. Sidebar. They were the only subscription service and only platform that made you have to pay for their service to play a free game. They finally changed that. We're working hard to deliver this change as soon as possible in the coming months. If you are an Xbox Live Gold member already, you stay at your current price for renewal. New and existing members can continue to enjoy Xbox Live Gold for the prices they pay today. In the US, $9.99 for a month, $24.99 for 3 months, $39.99 for 6 months, and $59.99 for retail 12 months. Thank you."
Gosh, when we had that, because it was brought up in our group chat, and I was just like, what? I didn't go too much into it. I think I was fairly busy, or I just, I'm not one to have a back and forth, really long discussion via text. But I was like, oh my god, what a stupid move. So stupid.
Yeah, it really blew me away because I have been the one to kind of say, like, I think Xbox is doing everything pretty well so far. You know, games with gold. Sorry, their Game Pass is great. Yeah, their games with gold is kind of pretty weak. But I've really liked everything Microsoft has done with Xbox. And then this came out, and I'm like, GG, that's it, Xbox. That's it. And then they just took it away within like 24 hours, I think.
Thank
Smart
goodness.
move. A really smart move. I mean, I'm glad. I really can appreciate a company, because all companies make mistakes. When you can, just like Cyberpunk, when you can come out and say, like, hey, we're sorry, we screwed up. That's awesome. I don't even care how bad the screw up is. If you can take accountability for that, that's really cool, because you never see companies really do that at the levels like this.
And I'm in the same boat. I do appreciate when companies hold themselves accountable for things like that, and they embrace that and make their game better. Like, and speaking of Cyberpunk, they just released their big patch for this month, fixing a lot of quest-breaking bugs and things like that, and they're gonna have more coming out in February as well. So the redemption arc has begun for that game. But yeah, with this, it almost felt like I don't know who thought this was a good idea, but it almost felt like they didn't like it. Sometimes it feels like huge companies forget that like their consumers aren't stupid. Like it feels like they have a lapse in judgment, and they're like, nobody's gonna be upset that we double the price of our Xbox Live Gold, right?
They won't notice at all.
What were you actually thinking? Not only were you you announce it on your blog, and just announce it to the world. At least Sony, when they tried to pull fast ones on people, or when they raised the price of PlayStation Plus from $50 to $60, they just said it and did it.
Mm-hmm.
But you announce on your blog. No, granted, raising the annual price $10 is very different than doubling the annual price.
Yeah.
But I am glad that they did not do it, and I'm glad that they're fixing the free-to-play game thing, because those are things that shouldn't be happening ever. Especially with the rise of free-to-play games, you shouldn't have to pay to play a free-to-play game, and especially when you're not paying the people who made the game to play the game. So good on them. It almost feels like this was such a silly thing that they almost meant to do this just to kind of flip it and turn it into something positive. Because once they came out and announced that they're not making the change, everyone's like, oh, thank God. Oh, they're so smart. Oh, my God. And it's like, they were about to fleece you for double the money for Live, guys. Calm down.
Yeah. It was definitely pretty surprising to see that kind of come out, but again, at least they did wrap it kind of back with it, and we're not going to see it happen at this point. And it was kind of what a lot of us kind of agreed with, was it was kind of a force their hand to get the ultimate subscription rather than just getting Live, because at that point, it's like, oh, $120, but now it's like, just extra $5 a month, I think. Now it's going to be worthwhile getting it. So it was trying to push people to do that, and at the end of the day, I mean, there's people out there who are just playing free games, or games already bought, and like Rocket League and any little games like that, and you don't want to pay enough to get the Ultimate Pass.
Yeah. So to Brandon's point, he's talking about Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is you get Xbox Live, Game Pass on both PC and console as well for $15 a month, which is the best deal if you own an Xbox and play on PC. It's the best deal you can find anywhere for anything gaming related. But yeah, I was, before I went off on my tangent, I was trying to remember to mention that. But yeah, so it definitely feels like they were trying to kind of force people into the Game Pass Ultimate corner, which, I mean, to their credit, it makes sense to do that, and I'm sure they want that, because as I got a really bad feeling, as much as they keep saying they're going to keep Game Pass $10 a month, at a certain point, there's no way they can for them it would make financial sense to make Game Pass $10 a month. I feel like right now it's still probably fine for them, but I mean, once you're starting to get these, because they acquired a lot of studios. Once you start getting the Bethesda titles, the Obsidian titles, that Avowed, I think it's Avowed, that game that looks like a Skyrim taken to the next level from Obsidian. Like, once you start getting those games and you're putting them on Game Pass, like, I feel like after a certain point, that's when you're going to start saying it's not going to be making them money. It's going to be kind of more of, a plateau. And they might have to raise the prices, which if they do, fine. Netflix has gone from $8 to $18. Like,
oh yeah, always going up.
You have to at some point recognize the quality that you're getting and be like, I could pay a couple extra bucks a month,
Yeah.
But I digress. Next up, that wasn't the only, and I put this word in here just because I love this word. That wasn't the only kerfuffle that Xbox stirred up last week. In response to a comment on the official Xbox Game Pass Instagram, they stated that Fall Guys, somebody made a comment about Fall Guys going to Game Pass, and the official account responded, "It's coming soon," with the eyeball emoji. Right? So it's like, oh, cool. Fall Guys is going to be on Game Pass. That's cool, right? And then somebody screenshotted that and tweeted about it, and they're like, is it coming to just PC or console or both? And then Devolver Digital, the people who published Fall Guys, was like, this is incorrect, it's not happening. And then the Xbox Game Pass Twitter is like, yeah, sorry guys, we screwed up, that's not happening.
Gosh.
So my thing is did their community manager just take a vacation this week, and whoever replaced him just doesn't know what he's doing? Because he had two pretty bad flubs in the same week.
Yeah, it was definitely pretty messy for Xbox.
Sometimes you just have a bad week, man. All right, give him a break.
Yeah.
I thought that one was funny. Honestly, that would have been huge for Fall Guys though, because Fall Guys had the free with Plus on PlayStation, to have a nice base of players there. So if it would have gone to Game Pass, that would have been pretty big for the game. That's kind of just there now. I don't think anybody I know plays Fall Guys anymore.
Your brother does.
Really?
I saw him, I was watching him play Destiny the other day. No, wait. Something else he was playing. I can't remember the name now. But his buddy was talking about playing some Fall Guys. And he's like, if I could stream it right now, man, I would totally be down to play some Fall Guys. But for whatever reason, he can't stream it. But it sounded like he was still playing it. So
he's NDA'd. He can't stream it.
Yeah. I'm just kind of curious if Fall Guys has anyone playing it on Twitch now.
Now you got me curious. Now I want to know.
I can go ahead and load that up if you want to go on to the next one.
Perfect. So, very interesting news for fans of Valve. In an interview with TVNZ from New Zealand, Gabe Newell, the president and all-around dad of Valve, stated that there are multiple games in development internally. Said, quote, "We definitely have games in development that we're going to be announcing. It's fun to ship games." And it is paraphrasing, but Half-Life Alyx was great. To be back doing single-player games, that created a lot of momentum inside of the company to do more of that. So, Half-Life 3 confirmed? Right? Just kidding. Maybe. Imagine that.
Who knows, man? I never really got into Half-Life. I know people love it and have been so desired for a new one. If it were to happen, so happy for you guys. Well deserved.
See, now you gotta play them though. Now that you're a PC gamer, that's like a rite of passage into PC gaming. To play Half-Life.
I honestly
Also-
never knew a single person ever played them. I probably in the last like 5 years when I finally heard about them, I didn't even know like about Half-Life until recently.
Because in fairness, I think 2 came out in like pre 2005. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
And
Also,
definitely
to pick
my
up on the
time.
Fall Guys on Twitch. Wow.
Yeah, I just did the math for it. It is currently the 130th game for viewer and has 2,200 viewers.
Yep.
Yo, I'm just saying, DayZ has more.
Not saying
DayZ.
much, but sure, yeah.
It's all about.
Whoa,
it's all
DayZ is
about
at like
bad.
7K. I'll have you know, it was around
DayZ's
7K.
in a fad right now, so.
Yeah, yeah. You know, not
Fall
a dead
Guys
game
fad is
anymore.
done. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I
Day's
thought-
at almost, it's at 11K right now.
Sicko mode.
Dang.
But yeah, I thought this was really cool news for Valve that they're going to be working on games. That they are working on games, not just one, internally. They apparently there's been like, they've kind of said that they're not done with Half-Life even after Alex came out for the VR. So there is a very real chance we'll maybe get. I don't know if they'll ever do a Half-Life 3 and continue that story, but I'm sure they'll at least do more in that universe. Now the question is, with Back for Blood coming, studio behind the original 2 games, they're like making a comeback. Like, yeah, this is the Left 4 Dead 3 we always wanted to make. Is Left 4 Dead gonna make a comeback?
I hope not.
I really
No,
don't
if
think it
anything,
would.
here's the thing about Left 4 Dead. There was no need to call it Left 4 Dead 1, Left 4 Dead 2, like, necessarily. Like, I get it because it's the same game, and, like, but, like, the story has no connection between them. It's just 4 new people, and you're trying to get out. So, like,
Yeah, but the whole like movie thing, I think, is the point of it. I think that's what's supposed to connect them. Is the fact that it's like they're both like movies,
I mean, I guess that's fair. But, nah, I'm cool without a Left 4 Dead 3. Back 4 Blood, good enough.
I'm still like kind of looking through some Twitch stuff right now before we keep going. I wanted to get down to see what game had the least amount of viewers. And I'm right now in like the 30 to 40 view area, and God, it hurts me to see Lord of the Rings Online at 40 total viewers. God, I didn't know it was
Here's
that
my
low.
thing. MMOs are also just really boring to watch, in my opinion. At that point,
It's
just play.
Totally fair, yeah. Unless it's a
Yeah.
raid, that's the only way it can be enjoyable. But
WoW is the only MMO that could actually hold a viewership on Twitch for some reason. And if you consider Destiny an MMO light Destiny.
Yeah. No, that's fair. But yeah, otherwise, like, no one really wants to truly watch an MMO get played unless Brandon said it's like a raid or you're doing dungeons. But if you're just leveling up and grinding, unless you're like a really big personality on a platform, then fine, people are going to watch you because they love you and they love your content and all that stuff. But otherwise, like, nah, no one wants to see that.
Well,
That's boring.
and with a lot of MMOs, most of them, they have like a kind of a life cycle. Like WoW has a 3 to 4 month life cycle every time a new expansion comes out, and then it's just like nobody needs to play WoW anymore.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
There are a couple MMOs that are here and coming in the future that seem like they kind of have more of an open-endedness to them, to where you can constantly play them. Like, I don't know what New World's endgame is going to look like, but it feels like it's going to take a bit to get there. So I feel like that'll be fun. Albion, it's pretty open-ended. It's sandboxy in general. It's the nature of the game. So that's one that could kind of have really no real end game or end point to its life cycle. But
yeah.
that's not a game that nearly has the following of like a WoW or anything, like that. Anyways, Valve. I'm curious if they do have new IPs in the works, and if that's the case, what they're gonna be. Because I would love to see Valve do something fantasy based. Because we've gotten the sci-fi, we've gotten the like modern day like survival horror with the Left 4 Dead, and like the modern day shooter with Half-Life Alyx. Give me something different. Give me a first person fantasy game that doesn't have Souls based combat. Because God, I hate Dark Souls combat so much.
Same.
It's like
it's so boring. And I just hate it because everyone says, like, oh, you just hate it because it takes skill to do. It's like, no, it's because it's boring. Like, you just, like, I don't know, just the same 2-3, like, sword swiping animations, and I just can't get in those games. I've tried. I really have tried.
Yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat there. Yeah. Because I've played a little bit of Greedfall because it was free on Plus before I had internet and I couldn't play anything, and it's kind of got the Souls-based combat, and it was like the game itself is fine. It's actually pretty good for being a big open world MMO or not MMO RPG. That's from an indie developer and an indie publisher, but I don't like the combat, especially because the way the camera works is just not good. Yeah, I think we should just move on because we've keep digressing from Valve, and I feel bad. But Valve, I'm excited to see what you have. I'm curious if they're going to do anything other than just single player games, or if the single player games is just kind of their jam right now. Story of the week. It was kind of light week with news. I was looking all over the place, and it was either Cyberpunk's on its like 15th lawsuit, or it was it was mostly just like opinion pieces on things, or like show reviews and movie reviews. A lot of people still talking about Soul. If you haven't seen it, Disney Plus.
Check out our review on TNC Movie Nights.
Plug. There it is. I knew I had a reason for saying that. I knew it was in the show prep reason. It's not. But it's okay. Alright, last thing for the week. We have some League/TFT updates to go about. New character in Legos early on in this new season. What's the character's name? Somebody help me out here.
Viego with a B.
With a V. With a V, Victor, right?
Yeah, V for Victor.
It sounded like you said B, my bad.
I heard B. Don't worry, I heard B too.
Nah, I swear.
He's so cool.
cheating.
He is. He's so neat. He's stupid. He's so good, honestly. His win rate is crap, as every new character's always is. But he's actually so strong.
And he's such a good jungle. He clears camp so well. So for people who haven't played him yet, Manny, for yourself, to kind of explain the kit if you aren't reading it at the moment. His Q, very simple, kind of like lunging forward, puts his sword forward, doesn't like move or anything. Just got a good
multiple
distance
people
attack.
in the line.
Yeah, he can hit multiple people. His W is kind of like Vi's Q, where it charges up and then you stun someone, but you don't have to hit them. It sends out a little like shade and then stuns them at the end of it. You do dash forward a little bit. The E, I want to figure out how to use it better. It's really cool. You put a mist onto walls and it goes around like very long parts of the map. And
I just watched him use it. Yeah.
Camo, you get movement speed in there, and then his
attack
ultimate.
Speed.
Yeah, and then attack speed. His ultimate is kind of like an execute, just a little circle, drop down, kill people. But his passive is the coolest part about him. When you get an assist and or kill someone, you can take control of their soul and you become that character. So it's kind of like Silas in a sense, where you can take someone's R, but you get their whole kit except for their R. You get their QWE, and you get to use
their passive, you get their items too.
Their passive, their items, their movement speed, everything. And then if you use your R again, it executes, you get out of it, and you can keep taking different people's bodies as they die. So you could be like Like today, I killed the Kaisa, took Kaisas, killed the Seraphine, took Seraphine, killed someone else. I just kept taking bodies and kept using their abilities, and it's insane. It's one of the coolest characters I've seen them make in a long time.
You also heal up when you take a soul, not to full, but you get like a portion of your health back.
Like a fifth or a fourth of it. Yeah.
Plus your Q heals. Like, it's just, his kit is just so good.
Yeah. Yeah, he is one of the coolest characters I've seen come out in quite some time.
Except one of the worst skins ever.
His Q is named Blade of the Ruined King.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
And if you don't build Bork on him, you're a loser.
Actually?
Yeah. It's literally his first item recommended on like everything.
That's
even
amazing.
Mythic items.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's fair. They do his I guess tag. He is the Ruined King, so it makes sense.
Right? Look up his skin. It's so bad.
Yeah,
it's
like,
so bad. The first skin they gave him.
Yeah, his base skin is so cool. But then his actual skin is just like him as a regular person. And it's like, it's kind of boring.
It's like Lunar Beast or whatever, and it's just not good.
Yeah.
But, oh well, sometimes bad skins happen. And this happens to be one of them.
Yeah, it was. I'm looking at his abilities right now. Yeah, the E is pretty cool. How it like works through walls and all that. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's super sweet.
And you said he's a jungle.
Yes,
that's
jungle
where he
top,
definitely
but
belongs.
like jungle's like where everyone's playing him.
I don't think anyone should play him any other lane but jungle.
Yeah, because of his E. Like you could just miss the entire jungle. It's crazy.
Not even just because of his E, but like you're really just losing out on your whole idea, like the whole purpose of your passive for laning phase. Like,
that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Just be in mid lane fighting Victor v Victor in mid. Real exciting.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So honestly, definitely, I'd say only jungle. Like, sure, he could probably work in top or mid, but at that point, you're just kind of trolling.
Yeah. Cool. So TFT had its big 4.5 split update, and a lot of things changed. A lot of characters came, a lot of characters went. Just quick run through of the things that got removed. They got rid of Dazzler, Dusk, Hunter, Moonlight, and Shade. They removed characters Lissandra, Silas, Aphelios, Vayne, Thresh, Riven, Cassiopeia, Lilia, Warwick, Ashe, Lux, Ezreal, Evelynn, Kayn, Nami, Hecarim, Jinx, Xin, Zhao, Jhin, and Ahri. That's 25 characters. If I counted my fingers right, I don't know. Counting and talking was a lot for me. But yeah, I feel like this is probably the most we've seen changed in a split. I feel like I don't remember the splits changing as much as this one. But on top of that, we got a lot of new characters and traits implemented. So one of the new traits, we'll go down the list real quick, is Dragon Soul. The way it works is it's 369. So at 3, one person that's Dragon Soul gets a blessing. That every 5th attack, it deals 50% of the target's max health and magic damage, and they get bonus attack speed and spell power. At 6, you get 3 blessings. At 9, you get 6 blessings. And then if whoever has the blessing dies, it passes it on to another Dragon Soul. With Fabled is kind of insane. The way it reads is very boring. It just says, when you get 3 Fabled champions, abilities are empowered from tales of their past valor. To give you an example, Cho'Gath is one of the people that is Fabled. His ult,
so good.
It's the normal like knock-up, like he's had pretty much every time he's been in TFT. But when you have Fabled, his ult hits literally the entire arena. Not just like singles out targets, it hits the entire arena. There's no way to dodge it. Insane.
Facts.
So, next, Executioner. and I think Executioner, they had Executioner in the game before, or it was something similar, because it's
Maybe, I don't remember.
because they last in season 3 they had Kale in there, and I remember Kale having something very similar to this in terms of like her trait.
Yeah.
So Executioner, attacks and spells always critically hit targets beneath a certain health threshold. If you have 2 Executioners, it's below 33%, 3 Executioners below 66%, 4 Executioners below 99%, you're perma-critting. Sicko mode. Slayer. Slayers gain lifesteal that gets stronger as their health decreases, and bonus damage that scales up based on their target's missing health. 3 Slayers, anywhere from 15 to 30% of lifesteal and bonus damage, and then if you have 6 Slayers, it's 25 to 50%. Siphoner, all allies for some of the damage, I skipped the keyword there. All allies heal for some of the damage they deal with spells and attacks. 2 Siphoners gives you 10%, basically lifesteal for allies, and Siphoners themselves get 40%. 4 Siphoners, your allies get 25%, Siphoners get 100% lifesteal. And then you have 2 new unique traits for Samira, who's a 5 cost, and Ornn, who's a 5 cost. After each, the one for Ornn is Blacksmith. After each combat a Blacksmith participates in, they will make progress forging an artifact. The higher their star level, the faster they work. Once the artifact is complete, it becomes available to bestow upon an ally. Each ally may only equip up to 1 artifact. So with that one, it takes up to 4 ticks. If he's a 1-star, you get 1 tick. 2-star, 2 ticks. 3-star, 3 ticks. So, interesting. He makes some pretty cool items. Like, he makes one that is Blitz's ultimate. Well, what used to be Blitz's ultimate in TFT, which is the rocket arm. You pull the farthest person away towards you, which is pretty cool. He makes Triforce and a few other items that are actually really useful, like Zonia's and Mana Moon. And then Samira is Daredevil. Daredevils seek the thrill of battle, dashing after every other attack. After every dash, they shield themselves for 10% of their max health, and their next attack fires 2 shots, gaining style. At max style, they cast their spell, and I think it's 4 or 5 charges for that, and then she ults. Cool, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's fun. I'm really liking TFT right now. I really did not care for because this is 4.5, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I did not care for 4.0 really. I did look into it. Valkyrie was the previous one with Kale and MF, where it was 40%, and they would do bonus damage as long as 2 Valkyrie were on the team. So yeah, pretty much the same. Really cool stuff though. All the Dragon Soul is really freaking cool. Slayer is my favorite right now. They honestly got rid of a lot of the ones that were kind of boring. Like Moonlight, I liked it a lot, but it wasn't very good for a long time. They finally kind of fixed it up a little bit. Hunter was okay, but Slayer is a better version of Hunter. There's a lot of good in this season. The characters are fun. The early game characters actually feel usable and can carry, and good job, Riot. This TFT split season, I think it's just split, but new update is fantastic. Love it.
Just please get rid of Fate Gates.
Soon enough.
Sick of Fate Gates.
Soon enough.
I know. Stupid.
So, Moore, the guy who's the lead game designer for TFT, he commented after playing the game for a while, and I kind of agreed with what he said. Essentially, that it feels nice to be able to essentially play whatever you want and still get rewarded for it based on what other people are playing. Like, there aren't really many weak traits right now. Yes. It's really just, your comp will play well against other comps.
I think Siphoner is kind of weak.
Siphoner is actually pretty good. I actually got I got a 2nd place, I think, actually, with Divine Siphoner. Because it can definitely work. Especially if you have a really good Vlad. I've seen a lot of people building Vlad as their carry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen a Siphoner get top place. I mean, granted, I've only played a handful of cards, but
Games.
Nah,
You
cards.
said
Man.
cards.
The addiction coming out.
He misses it. He misses it. He needs it, dude. He's just fantasizing about ripping some packs open.
dude, oh man,
Dude, I get it. I'm tempted at times just to run over to Target and go grab anything, like just the worst box there, just so I can rip something open. Feels good. I always thought I was a gambling addict, that maybe I liked the slots and casinos so much, but the slots and casinos was just to fill the void of ripping packs when I was little. Alright, but back to TFT.
I gotta say, I'm really liking this split so far. They also made adjustments to your roll chances on certain chosens or certain fates. So like now, once you hit level 6, there's no chance of you getting a 1-drop fate, and then once you hit level 8, you get a 3 or higher.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's good that they kind of fixed the rules for that. Kind of making fates less of a gamble and less of just a, I hope I get the right, character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny. You can ask Adam, every single game I'm getting Yasuo Fate level 3. Every single
He
time.
always has one.
It's crazy. Like the odds are, I think, better for Fates. Very rarely am I getting myself into like second, third carousel without an okay Fate at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I like a lot of the new traits too. Definitely, I like Dragon Soul's pretty cool. I haven't found a good comp for it myself yet. I'm trying to not just run, whatever, like LOL chess GG says and stuff like that. Executioner seems pretty strong if you're running 4, like super strong if you're running 4. Fabled is kind of nuts. There was a game I played
cracked.
Where literally, I think 3 or 4 people were playing Fabled, and I played them all in a row, and I kept getting my entire team knocked up by Cho ults. I'm like, what is happening?
Fabled is really good, but you have to find out what you want to run before Fabled, because it's so hard to get to it, since you have a Knot, who's a green, a Nico, who's a blue, and then a Cho, who's a purple. Yeah. So already getting to the Cho'Gath is hard enough.
Yeah, you have to be level 5 or I think 5 to have a 5%, and then 6 to have a 10% chance. So even that.
So you definitely need something to at least get you by until then, which is tough because then you're kind of plowing through money. Yeah,
definitely fair. I gotta say, shout out to Riot for making mages viable again, because God, they sucked for all of 4.0.
Asol is stupid.
He's so good with a mage comp.
Oh my God, one of my most convincing wins in TFT ever was I ran a full crit Asol that got to T2, and he was insane. I beat a 9 cultist comp, which I never thought I could do in my life, but he did it because he dropped 23k damage because of his ult.
Yeah, dude, he's nuts. Actually nuts.
Insane. But yeah, all around, really, really good update to the game. A lot of good changes, a lot of good things removed and replaced with slightly better designed traits. Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna see more in the future. Because was it 25 characters that left, or was it 20? Because I saw there's 20 added.
25. I don't know. Earlier you said it was 25. I don't know how many were added or deleted.
3, 4, 5. Okay, it is 20. So 20 were replaced by 20 new characters. Okay. So I'm curious if they're gonna add a new character over time, because they normally like to add 1 or 2 characters throughout a split. But considering they have the same character count, I don't know if they'll do that this time around. Also, did you guys get a chance to see the new Little Legends?
I've seen the little poodle thing. It's about
Honestly, they're not great. They're okay. The Lunar Beast Shisha is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, they were. I feel like they boring because they didn't really release actual new ones, just new skins of old ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Besides the poodle, I think.
Yeah, new skins.
Maybe the poodle's old.
Yeah, new skins for the Krunk, and then the furry horn, and then the Shisha.
Yeah, kind of boring, but
the new stadiums are sweet. The ones
new
that
stadiums are cool. Also
Love
the
new stadiums.
the
Goodness.
damage thing, like the damage beam that you do, those are pretty cool.
Yeah, all around awesome update. Having fun with it. Remember, we're trying to start a TFT League, so like if you're interested, just like contact us by any forms possible. Go to our Twitter at the Nerd Chambers or whatever other medium floats your boat, and let us know.
Except if you play double jeweled gauntlet Darius with blue buff, don't contact us. We don't want you.
If you're running double jeweled gauntlet, you're wasting it.
Yeah, no, I'm not running double jewel gauntlet. Big waste.
Double jeweled gauntlet, i.e., then you're a bully.
Love it.
Me? Couldn't be. Awesome. Well, that is everything we have for you guys this week in gaming. Like I said, it's been a quiet week outside of, Xbox not knowing how to PR for a week, which was really weird. But before we take off, I keep forgetting to add this in at the end of shows. But now that I have internet, my brain switched back on, and I remembered to add it this week. So, what to watch for this week, Brandon? What you got?
Yeah, so tonight we're doing a thing. We're going back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Of course, the video will be out on Thursday. That's when I always drop our Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. So it's going to be nice to finally get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit. We have movie nights episodes coming out this week. Honestly, we haven't even decided what we're doing this week. So actually, it might be the watch-thon. So you'll have to... you kind of just have to... Actually, it is the watch-thon this week. So yeah, you'll have to wait and see which movie we're doing for the watch-thon. Hopefully... we get something good, and we're probably going to talk about the new trailer that came out today, Godzilla King Kong.
Oh, that's right, I haven't watched it yet.
Pretty nuts, check it out. But yeah, we got all that. Friday, big day for us, really big day for us on Friday. We have our huge Pokemon giveaway coming up. We have a little bit of we'll probably kind of announce it in the giveaway as well. We have a really big event happening next month. We're super excited for. A bunch of our friends over at the Pokemon Force Facebook group are joining in with us, so it's going to be a really great time. And next month's going to be nuts. A lot of openings. Adam will be back to the Pokemon grind, and I'll be out hunting a lot of Pokemon cards. So it's going to be a great time. Super excited. Definitely make sure to follow us on Twitter at the Nerd Chambers to get into that amazing giveaway. Thanks to Adam. Fat stack of stuff. It's crazy.
It's happening. Only thing I got for you guys, we're streaming every day on twitch.tv/nerdchambers. I've been playing a good amount of DayZ, good amount of TFT, some Valorant the other day. I had a good time with it. Probably play some more of it. And maybe other stuff. I have no idea. I just kind of, sit at my computer. I'm like, okay, I'm going to play this. Just kind of random. Cool. Well, that's everything we have for you guys this week. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you that listens into the show. Remember to follow us on all of our social media platforms: Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Heck, follow us or subscribe to us if you're listening to this on whatever podcasting platform you're listening to it on. And let us know how we're doing. We appreciate that. But Adam.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good.
That's good, man. Where can the people go while Brandon just sits here and caresses Pokemon cards like a weirdo?
I'm showing off my new Pokemon cards. Not those. Those are boring.
Where can the people go to find us all in one place?
That's a great question. Well, they could always go to our one and only thenerdchambers.com website. We got it all there. Of course, on our homepage, just kind of like a little preview of everything. Otherwise, we have our own little separate tabs in the top of the website. You got the news tab, shows, shop, meet the team. It's all there for you. Nice and simple, put together. brings you where you want to be. Even right before, like right below those tabs. You know, never mind. I take it back. We used to have something below those tabs.
What? Wait, what?
We used to have our like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram icons. They're gone. What'd you guys do? They're gone.
Where did they go?
I don't know.
Oh,
Who did it? Who did it?
I don't know. I'll have to go and fix that.
I don't know. Someone did it, but otherwise, we normally have those tabs. You can go click on our stuff, check it out. But otherwise, you know, one website to rule it all. Everything is on there. Instead of having to remember, you know, each handle for all of our different platforms we're on. Even though most of the time it is fairly accurate or similar to what we normally have. Sometimes it's a little different, but thenerdchambers.com. Bam. Easy peasy.
Yeah. Easy peasy. We doing it. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much again. This has been This Week in Gaming for January 25th, 2021. As always, be sure to listen in next week for more of the news you need to know.
Thank you for listening to the Nerd Chambers. Come back next week for more news you need to know.